Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for the Banner Saga. As we continue our normal mode playthrough here, I did miss a little bit of before I started recording here. I should say I started recording, and something was wrong with the way it was set up, so it was not capturing everything properly. I think you guys only missed like a day or two of the timer up here. There's no real storyline that you guys missed. We just showed up at this this stone here, and that's when I realized everything was going crazy. So that's got you caught up. I think we had technically 6 days of supplies. Now we have 4. So you missed 2 days. Again, there's basically no storyline between what you missed. So no big deal. But anyway, here we go. The Godstone for Ingrid, Goddess of Knowledge, looks on as the caravan takes a much needed rest. Ivor shoos some children away from a solitary dredge slinger lying dead beneath the stone. Should we be worried about that? You ask Ivor, pointing to the dredged body. I don't think so, he replies. Still, couldn't hurt to have a few guards look around. Hours pass without warning. I guess we'll check the Godstone. Ingrid's Godstone is carved with ancient runes which don't make much sense to you. Though Avend tells you some of the menders have deciphered them. It's how the menders learned the language of the gods. Past the largest stone, a long series of slabs contain more writing all the way down the hill. I'm guessing that's what these are over here. The odd thing he tells you is that the writing occasionally changes depending on who is reading it. Usually it describes the history of the gods, but it can be about nearly any topic. Sadly, Ivan doesn't know how to read it himself. Juno could, he says. Pack up and move on. Now we got a little bit of morale, so we're up to, is it good morale now, or neutral? As you're ready to depart, you hear screams from near the main Godstone. The same boys so curious about the dead dredge before are shrieking and pointing. For a moment you think it must not have been dead, but then you see that they have opened a wrapping that was in the dredge's hands. Wait, said Ivor, his arms across your chest. This shouldn't be seen. Get everyone away. A chill sweeps over you. Alette pushes past and gasps. Stop, shouted Ivor, but the curious onlookers have already seen it. Seen what? Leave it. On the ground before the dead slinger is a small stony figure. Its hands searching for something it can't find. That's a baby. The dredge is a woman? We've been killing women? We've been slaughtering women and children this whole time? Leaving them to die? In a war, it's only the males who fight. We've been fighting this dredge the whole way. Why are women with children on their backs attacking us? They're not invading, they're running. Okay. Everyone stops dead on the tracks. The entire caravan is gathered around, aghast. When I spoke to Juno, she told me something was coming. She didn't know what. A darkness. Something black is covering the world, and the dredge are running from it just as we're running from them. The serpent, the quake, it's all the beginning of the end. Ivor, you knew. Why? Why didn't you say something? Ivor, say something. When I was young, I killed one of the Sunder during the Second Great War. We called it raised, I should say. Every time we build our defenses, it would flatten them and push us back again. I became separated from the rest of the Varl and stumbled upon Raised deep in a snowstorm, alone. She was nursing. I threw my axe, it twisted in the wind. Her son died in her arms. She was so pathetic, kneeling in the snow. That sounds really sad. She didn't even try to stop me when I took her head. That's how I killed a Sunder. When I found my way to Grofheim, the Varl wanted to make me Kender, next to be king. I left, walked until I ended up in Skoger, where no one knew what I had done. The only sound of the wind is the wind blowing through the trees. Ha! Oh, that's not good. For a long time, nobody says a thing until a child breaks the silence. What do you do with the baby? She asks. A lump forms in your throat, looking at the small obsidian creature squirming before you. Okay. Okay. What do we do? I mean, on one hand, we are sort of, you know, we're in the position of leadership here. So to some degree, we're kind of almost a dictatorship, if you will, because we've got to keep people safe. On the other hand, some choices, even I guess within a pseudo dictatorship, probably should be put up to a vote, just depending on kind of the circumstances. This might be one that just needs to be put up to a vote. Or I could just insist on taking it with us. This is a really weird one. Part of it just says to take with us, but that could cause a lot of fractures in the group as a whole. You know, I think we're gonna take it with us. I think that's just the more, I want to say humane thing, but I mean, I guess these aren't humans, but they're fleeing for their lives too. Maybe this is all just one big misunderstanding at this point in time. Who knows? You argue strongly for showing mercy and humanity. Some of the women in the caravan hesitantly agreed to take the dredge in, take in the dredge infinite, while others are furious about bringing it along. I mean, nobody was going to be happy. Morale declined. Not long after, one of the women comes to you. Its swallowing was being held by this. She says, giving you a hairpin that looks distinctly undredge-like. An inscription on the silver almost slips your notice. Persevere. From the goddess herself, if you ask me, the woman tells you. Interesting. Morale is not great. You're making the usual rounds when you hear a rather loud debate coming from the area that Varl have gathered. Ivor joins you as you approach. Crummer. Ubin, you'd rather be known for falling asleep and dying in the corner of a meat house than battling asunder? No, I'd rather be known for not dying. Don't even know what you're worried about. I did this hundreds of times in the Great Wars. Take some warriors, plow headfirst into the dredge. They follow you into the hills, get lost. Now they're not following you. When you did this 100 times, did they have Bellower leading them? Have you never heard about the time I hit Bellower in the head with a throwing axe? Both Varl halt their debate when suddenly noticing you watching. What's this about? Careful, my friend. A lot of old history getting thrown around here. The warriors were just noting that there's a good number of dredge on our rear ends. Bellower pulling up the rear. This one thinks he can just wander up there and throw them off our tracks. How about some gratitude? Thought you'd be happy to finally be oldest Varl in the land, Ubin. I'm never happy to lose more Varl, Crummer. Besides, I'm not convinced you're really older than me. I guess I'll just leave it to them. You must be used to Ivor following your lead. In the old days, I'd already be halfway to the battlefield by now. Speaking of which, you coming, Invar? You could ask Bellower for your arm back. Don't think so. Not exactly in the mood right now. All right then. I'll tell Hatterborg you said hello. Crummer and a good many Varl warriors head out toward the growing army of dredge. Oh, we just lost a big chunk of Varl. Is he going to come back? He always has before. But this time feels different, I fear. Well, I think we technically just going to get a day of supplies out of that, but probably not great to lose 2/3 of our Varl. Morale is poor. This is not good. But we don't see any food in sight. While walking, the words of a mother's song reach you. It's soothing, nuanced, and about your current journey. Once she finishes, a man begins a tale of his own in verse. The woman quickly responds with another poem, and the entire caravan slows to listen to the entertaining competition. We'll just join the crowd and cheer on the competitors. Why not? The man's response is an upbeat poem which questions the mother's cooking. Okay. The caravan explodes with laughter, and the contestants continue amiably for another hour or so. You hear snippets of the poems along the trail for the rest of the day. The words changing slightly each time. I'm assuming that's going to be a morale boost. Yep, there we go. Hey, there's a city coming up. Hopefully we get some more food from there. Gather round, doubters, echoes a shout in the distance as Crummer and his band of warriors break through nearby foliage. And behold, the invincible Varl. The caravan is thrilled to see Crummer return safely. It's only lost 4 guys, it looks like. Did the plan work? Asks Ubin. Work, responds Crummer. Of course it worked. Same old dredge. Should be another day or two, at least, before they even fire their own rear ends. We're getting a bunch more renown from that. Good. And if you apologize, I'll tell how I found these. Crummer says, tossing you a pair of leather gloves. Look big enough for a Varl. He leans in close, whispering so Ubin can't hear. Had something to do with a raven's nest and a hair tie. I'm not sure what that means. Almost out of supplies, but we're just very close to this next city.
Approaches, we fear the worst. The once calm lake surrounding it now looks like a bowl that has been flipped. Proud homes sinking into muddy water. A side effect of the quake. What has the rest of the world become on the other side of those mountains?
Hopefully we can find some sort of food or something here. Although it's not looking too good if this place is half destroyed at the moment. One catastrophe to another, said Oddleaf as she pulled in Sigger home. The town appears to be sinking into the lake. The townspeople peek from dark windows in makeshift hovels further up the hill. No, says Ivan, looking frantic. Where is she? He runs to the front of the caravan, looking out over the water. Juno isn't here, and you get the creeping feeling you're not welcome either. Wow, the music is getting very loud. Going upriver looks out of the question. The beach is bare, aside from the occasional skeleton of a ruined fishing boat. You reluctantly set up camp in the sinking town. All I'm saying is, how long are you willing to wait? While taking stock of caravan, you've inadvertently walked into a debate between Oddleaf and Ivan. As long as we need to. And I think we need to get out of here. I don't feel good about this place. Why? What's wrong? Something doesn't feel right. The people are staring at us like those vultures in the wastes. I'm sorry, Ivan. I think Oddleaf is right. I saw a man. The whole time we were setting up, he was just watching me. In a creepy way. And how long before the dredge find us here? Juno will come. Just give it a little more time. Rook, listen to me. I need you to trust me on this. First things first, let's check the market. Is there any food? There is food, but it's not at a very good rate. Like, at all. I mean, I really would love to use some of this renown for level ups and things, but I definitely need some for people as well. Like, for example, getting Rook up to, you know, what is this, 20? Yeah, I just can't use that, though. I have to get food. Like, we have to have food here. Man, if this was 10 to 1, that would be amazing. I mean, I may use that much. I mean, that's only 7 days worth of food. But I got to get something here. We'll go with that. See if we can still get some sort of level up from somebody. Let's check what he has to say real quick. You're really worried about her, aren't you? What? Oh, Juno. Worry doesn't begin to describe it. If she doesn't find us here, or something has happened to her, are you sure what you saw was real? It could have been a dream, or I don't know, you were pretty exhausted. I don't know, to be honest, I'm not sure anymore. Everything is a blur. Don't tell the others I said that. I have to hope it wasn't just a dream. What's it like to be a mender? Being a mender? I guess I never really thought about it like that. It's just part of me. They knew very young that I would join the order. Born into it, you would say. My mother and father both menders. The guild is for lots of people now, builders and healers. They all pull lightning out of the sky? No, that's not normal. It's one of the reasons I know Juno. She's one of the council. She helps me control things like this, so we don't end up scaring people. How exactly does weaving work, anyway? Well, the hardest part is usually seeing the threads. Everything is part of the tapestry. It's made of threads woven together. If you can see the threads, you can manipulate them. I don't know how to explain it, really. It's like trying to play a harp with invisible strings. Look at my staff, for example. Some menders carve intricate patterns in the wood to help them remember the shapes of, like I said, hard to explain. Why is Bellower still following us? I saw Grofheim as it burned. Ivan gets a faraway look in his eyes. The thunder blew through it like a tempest. The Varl fell in thousands. Most of the thunder left the city and headed south. Who knows where they are now? They might be destroying every town they come to or heading towards Arborang. Bellower stayed in Grofheim just for the sport of it, I think. As we fled to Einertoft, I thought he must want to wipe the Varl off the map completely. but then he came after us. Maybe he knew Ivor was the one who killed Reyes. Maybe, but let's just make sure he doesn't catch up. Do you think this is the end times? I don't know what to think. I wish I could give you a better answer. Even if we escape the dredge, that serpent said a darkness was covering the world. I don't know how long that will take, or what it means even. I'm just trying to solve one problem at a time. The managers are in Arborang. If we can find ships and make it to the capital, we might have a chance. I won't take any more time. No, it's okay, Rook. I appreciate the talk. It's good to stay grounded. I spend all day worrying about serpents or sunder. I think a lot of people are intimidated or scared maybe of me. Don't worry, it's nothing new. I'm used to it. Maybe sometime we can talk about things that don't include the world ending. All right, do we rest? I don't know that we rest. We're at normal morale. We're probably okay with continue on from that. I mean, I wish it was good, don't get me wrong, but I mean, with no injuries or anything like that, it's probably just better to save the food and push forward. I would like to get some sort of upgrade here. I mean, we could either get Alette or Nid here. Upgraded, I think, at level 10. I think I want to upgrade you. Oh, she already has 2 points. Did I already hit the upgrade button for her? Maybe I did, and I just forgot about it. Well, that was silly of me. We'll get her another point there, and I mean, probably wants to save more strength, more of this. I'll do some of that, because I always like having a couple points there. It usually feels like it helps out a lot. All right, so that gets her a level up. Okay, you do need a promotion. It's like, who are we missing? Are we missing Crummer? Okay. Crummer was in here before. Something like that, I think is how we had it. That looks better. So Alette, you can get promoted for what? 10? Yeah, 10. Okay, we'll do ahead and do that. We'll give you another armor break. You already have 2 points there, so I'm happy with that. So I think at this point, we'll just get you some more, just pure raw strength. Cool. I think I'm happy with the way that turned out. Oh, you actually have another promotion. Of course you do, because, you know, why wouldn't we? We're running out of low points. This is a level 5 item, which we don't have very many people that are level 5, do we? I really would love to get Rook there, but what is this? +3 strength versus +2 armor per turn. I mean, if it was him, I'd actually probably like the +3 strength, or even him. Actually, him would be perfect. Give him the +3 strength. That would be awesome. +15% crit chance. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Let's give this to Alette. How do I do that? That strength resist, 2 armor for resting. Which one did Alette? Alette had this one. Armor, strength, and will. I mean, I guess we'll give that to you just so you can have something here. Yeah, all right, that looks all great. We got some items. I wish we could sell some of these, honestly, at this point. Because I would love to get some renown back from that. All right, I think it's time to... I mean, do we rest? Is that what's going to trigger us waiting for Juno? I could rest 1 day just to get us a little bit of morale. And we still have 60. You know what? That might be all right. Let's rest 1 day. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. Uh-oh, this is not good. Ignore the theft, protect the caravan, chase the thieves. I mean, it does sound like a trap. Let's try to talk it out with the locals. You wander out into a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon. It stops the conversation cold. Great. All right, we'll go with this. I want to tuck you back behind there. Same for you. Honestly, I'm just going to tuck everybody behind. The big guys for now. I can always duck them out a little bit. Get some shots off. Probably what I'll do is actually give us a little bit of a gap here. That way we can kind of tuck people out if we need to. Yeah, let's go with that. So you really, I mean, you can get a shot off, but you apparently can't get within range of anybody right this second, or at the very least, you can't get within a... Yeah, it's not great. We'll take a shot at her. I mean, I could shoot at her if I used up a movement point here, which probably not the end of the world. I'd like to shoot this guy. Get a little bit of his strength gone. Or his shield break. Yeah, you know what? We might do that. Let's do that. Let's move you over here. Forgot we had the bird of prey thing, which I guess would push us further back this way. Just being able to shoot him, that's probably slightly better. I mean, I did basically nothing, unfortunately. I mean, we might as well move up and just hard engage these guys, I would imagine, right? Or I could just move up and attack her, but I would end up killing her, which is not really what we're looking for. Really like to do some damage to one of these guys. I guess we'll move to here. I mean, basically the most dangerous person is this guy over here for what he can hit. So we'll do that. Basically makes that guy a non-issue now. Ouch. It's very damaging. I mean, I'd really like to go after one of these guys, but we can do 4 damage to her. I think she's about to act, isn't she? Yeah, she's about to act. So let's do some damage to her, I guess. There's really not much you can do, my friend. I think we're just going to end your turn right where you're at. Because I don't really have anybody that can bend right now. I mean, I guess one of these ladies that's at 6 is at least something. The fact that he's losing all of his shield is not great. Wow, she has 2 strength and still did 5 damage to him. That is rough. We ended up killing her just from the kind of secondary attack there. Ouch, this is bad. Really don't have anybody for you to attack that's worth anything, so I guess we'll do some damage to her. Just finish her off real quick. Nice dodge. I mean, the most dangerous guy is this guy back here, but we can do 5 points of damage to him, which feels like a really good idea. In fact, probably what we're going to do here is we're going to move up, and we're going to mark him. To be honest, I expected her to hit as well, but I guess she's in range. Or she's in melee range, and she's actually an archer, so that's why. Okay, we definitely need to heal you, my friend. Wait, did you not get healed? Why did you not get healed? It's very confusing. Really not in a good position to do any sort of shots here against this guy. Guess we'll move to here. Get some sort of shot against this guy. Why did you not get a heal? I don't understand what I just... Oh, did I hit left click instead of right click? Was that a thing? I don't know what I just did. Didn't prevent him from getting a heal. I'm really frustrated by that. Don't know that I really want to double move here, to be honest. I think we'll just get rid of one of these guys at this point. I mean, he's dead, basically, the next time they hit him, right? So, but if I run away, they're going to catch him anyway. So I guess we might as well do as much damage as we can here. Man, we are just doing nothing. I guess we'll do knockabout to shield out. He's going to go down, unfortunately. Or we could just one-shot this guy. That feels relevant. Now if I mark you as prey, I think all of our archers, our 2 archers will shoot him as well. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of damage, not much. Ouch. Alright, so why did the mending not work? Oh, restores armor. I don't know why I thought it was restoring health. It only restores armor. Got it. Okay, I misunderstood what the mending actually did. Who's the next guy to act? You? Okay, I think we're going to move up and just straight up kill you at this point. Just because that'll let her act next, which is fine. She's not super, super strong. She still did more damage than I would have liked there. I mean, we can move you away and hope that we can prevent you from killing us. Which I guess we will. Break damage. Guess we're just going to do a straight up attack. It's not great. I guess we'll do some shield here. Hopefully he chooses to go after somebody else without killing them. Alright, we're good. So she's going to act next. She's still pretty strong. Of course, we lost somebody. So I'm going to get out of this without losing anybody, but we just couldn't get into a good spot there. It's very unfortunate. Guess we'll get rid of you. Maybe not. And we lost 2 people. I think we could have done this better. I think that was not necessary that we ended up losing people there. Hopefully the injuries aren't too severe. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan, you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing. Okay, I figured something like that was going to happen. All right, we definitely need to leave here because we can't stick around and wait for this, I don't think, anymore. But we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we will decide what we're going to do, and we'll go from there. But I do appreciate you guys watching. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.